Hey baby bitches, and Maple here, and today we're going to do a updated brow routine. I did a brow routine, an everyday brow routine on like 6 or 8 months ago, and girl, I'm so glad I switched it up because like my brows look so much better than what they used to look like. Girl, if you want to know my brow routine, then just keep on watching. And everybody does not have the same brow shape, so you might not be able to do this, but if you have the same brow shape as me, then you could do this. So just keep on watching if you want to see my brow routine. Alright guys, so if you're looking for a cheap brow pencil, this is the way to go, because this is, I don't know if I would say my holy grail, because I don't really explore products with my brows, because whatever I'm with, I stick with, and I don't want to try something different because I'm afraid that it'll look different. You know what I mean? Everybody's afraid to try different products, and then like they'll look totally different than what you usually do, and that's why I'm afraid to use a different product for my brows. These products that I use would probably stick with me for a long time until I find something that I really like. So the first thing I'm going to be taking is the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in Natural Brown. This is like $1 at like CVS, Walgreens, and I dropped it. Okay, that's one way to start a video. It looks like this, and it just has the color, which don't go by that at all. Well, I did have a deep brown, and literally it's the same color as this, like there's no difference. So don't go by the color right here, because it's not the right color. But like I said, I have natural brown, and it's still very dark, and I feel like it's really close, like, to deep brown. I didn't think deep brown would be that dark because my hair is really dark, but that is very dark, and this is not far from it, but it's a good, you know. But first I spoolie them up. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I did a brow routine, my first brow routine, I'm pretty sure, like 6 or 8 months ago or something like that. And I used to make them, I don't know how to say it, like skinny, like, I don't know how to say it, you know. My brows are naturally like skinny, like not right in the front over here, but down here they're really skinny, and I'll make sure like that part is skinny because it's really skinny. And yeah, back then I really had natural brows, if you would like to say. They weren't really colored in. They were just do, and then brush them up, and then just do that like one more time, and then I'm done. But I don't do them like that at all. I don't have a natural brow. All I have is an Instagram brow. Like, that's what I have. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take the brow pencil, and then I take like the littlest bit, and then I just go on the bottom, make a line all the way to the tail, and then I'm just going to brush that up until I think it's really blended. Naturally, I have some sparse areas like bald spots or whatever, and my brows are two different things. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side real quick. My brows are two different shapes, I feel like. This one, I feel like, has more of an arch, and this one just goes down. It's just very droopy. I did not make them like that. They're naturally like that, so don't give me hate down below because I did not shave them or nothing like that. Not that long ago, I actually wanted to start growing my brows because they weren't like very, very thin, but they were the point where I just was not liking it anymore. So like one day I would look in the mirror and I was like, I just do not like my brows. Like, I just do not. So no, I did not grab a razor and shave them off or make them skinnier or something like that. I actually just made them grow and let them grow, leave them be. Just do my brows like normal when I do my makeup, but don't touch them, don't pluck them, don't do anything to them. Alright, so I did the same thing on this brow, And I am going to actually take the same brow definer and actually do some flicks in the front of the brow and the back, like just everywhere on the brow, and then blend. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until I like how it looks. They're looking kind of messy, you know? So what I do is clean them with this NYX Dark Circle Concealer in Fair Clair. This has been with me for so long. Not just this one, like I've gotten like, I'm gonna say this is my third one, and it lasts so long too, and I just love it so much. I need to get a new one, obviously. Like I just have to like go around the edges to get product, but I just love it so much. I think it's so good for carving out your brows. It's not thick, but it may look thick in the little pot, but it's really not. When it touches your warm skin, it'll melt and it glides on like very, very smoothly. It's full coverage too. It's just like, I know it says it's for dark circles, but sometimes I use it if I really have really dark circles, which I don't really have like really bad dark circles, but I have a little bit, but it's not that bad. My concealer makes it go away anyway. This is really hard to explain while I'm doing this because it's just really hard to explain, guys. Like, holy crap. But I'm just gonna carve them out. Then I take this really fluffy, it's kind of like this, what I used for my brows, but it's more thicker, and it's like, I don't know what you call this brush. I guess you can contour your nose with this, do something with it. I don't even know what you call it, from Morphe. And I just take it and I blend like the edges and over here. Just blend everything. So I actually prime my forehead before I conceal the top of my brows. Just because I feel like when I put the primer on after I conceal the top of my brows, it looks pretty weird. And I feel like my foundation sits on the primer weird. But when I do the primer before, it doesn't look as weird. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it looks kind of weird. This is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Mattifying Primer. And it's literally, like, I love this primer. Like, I'm kind of oily in my T-zone a little bit, just a tiny little bit, and this primer, I got it on my Ipsy bag. If you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. I think it's, I don't even remember, December or November Ipsy bag. I think it's December, but go check it out if you haven't checked it out already. But this is really good. If you have a little bit of oil that you want to control during the day, this is it. Then I'm going to conceal the top of my brows, and I actually take a foundation. I've recently been using this CoverGirl Clean Oil Control foundation in Ivory, and I just grab a foundation or a concealer. It really doesn't matter. I probably in like a week or so would probably be using a different foundation or a concealer. So it doesn't really matter what you conceal your brows with, because it's going to get covered with your foundation later. So I'm just going to take this, grab the same brush, and I'm just going to conceal my brows. So I'm going to go right over here. So I'm really going to go close and personal with my brows and just go down. And then I blend it out with my finger, or that brush that we blended out that NYX concealer. And then I use a different brow product to fill them in a little bit more and make them a little bit darker than they are now. I use this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. I was going to say Ultra, but this is the Ultimate Brow Kit in an ash brown. And I use, it's a mess. I know, it gets really messy. I used to use this one, but obviously it hit pan. I hit pan. And now I use this one, and I just take a little bit at a time. And the brush that I use for that is this Posh angled shadow and eyeliner. It comes with 2 brushes and 1 is on each side. And yeah, so I'm just going to take the angled one, take a little bit of that product, that little color there in the Wet n Wild kit, and I'm going to do like flicks like I did with the e.l.f. pencil. I'm just going to keep doing that until I like how it looks. I just do a lot of flicks or whatever. It's not really a big deal. I just really fill them in because with the brow, the e.l.f. Pencil, you could see my skin still and it's very sheer, I would say. It's not like pigmented. So I just take this and fill it in. Do take the brow product and make some strokes just so it matches with the rest of the brow, and then I take the spoolie and blend it up, obviously, just so very good looking, you know, just like that. These might be like brows that are crazy to you, but they're not crazy to me. So I'm just gonna do the other brow real quick. So my brow gel that I use, I'm not going to put it on now because I don't really put on brow gel after I'm done with my brows. I do it after when I'm done with my makeup. But this is what I used to use. This is the Rimmel London Born This Way brow gel. Everything kind of rubbed off, but this is the color. Yeah, that rubbed off too. I don't know what color this is, but it's probably medium brown. And then what I've recently been using is this Ulta Beauty Brow Tint in medium. And it's pretty good, to be honest. It's not that bad. I actually started using this after my Christmas haul. And I really like how it looks. It really makes my brows thicker. And I feel like it looks like I have a lot more hairs than I actually do. I don't think it has fibers in it, but it looks like it does. I do my brows like this every single day when I do my makeup. When I don't do my makeup, there's no natural brow. There's no doing this and going out like this. Like, no, we're not doing that. Without no face makeup, we're not doing these little brows with this bare face. I wish I knew like how I did natural brows, but I just don't know how, because when I start doing natural brows, they don't look like natural brows. Like, they look like Instagram brows. So if you have any tips on how to do a natural brow, comment down below. Or if you guys have a YouTube channel and you guys have a natural brow tutorial, comment down below and let me check that out, because I have no idea. I'm on a hunt to learn how to do freaking natural brow, because like sometimes I don't even want to do my makeup because of my brows, because I do pretty much a lot of things to my brows. So I'm gonna do my full face real quick and I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, so I did my full face obviously, and I used the Ulta brow gel, not the Rimmel one, the Ulta one. And we had some technical difficulties with my concealer and my baking, but you know, I fixed it. Before I leave, I want to say this real quick. This technique might not work for you because everybody has a different brow shape, and yeah, so don't think it's like a copy and paste kind of thing, because it's totally not. Everybody has different kind of brow shapes. If you have the same kind of brow shape as I do, honey, let's go. You got this. Do it. It's easy peasy. The Wet n Wild thing was like maybe $3, and the pencil was $1, so it's very cheap. But yeah, so I don't think there's anything else to tell you guys, but I love you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, thank you. And I'll see you guys next time.